Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. So till now we have seen the implementation of the four constraints, that is not null, unique, default and check. And in this particular video we are going to talk about the last two constraints and also the important constraint, that is primary key and the foreign key. So let's first start with the primary key. So as we talked earlier that the primary key contains a unique and a not null value, means all the entries in the primary key should be different and there should not be any empty record. So we can also say that the primary key is the combination or the union of two constraints, that is not null and a unique constraint. So this is the introduction of primary key and how to use this primary key. So we basically use two commands, that with the help of the create command and also with the help of the alter command. So let us first see that how to use the primary key with the help of the create command. So here I am creating a table. So here I have created a table called student and these are the columns, that is name, roll number and the date of birth. So now suppose here in roll number I want to give it as a primary key. So besides its data type you have to just write primary key. And here you have to make sure that you have to give a space between the primary and key. If you write both together then it won't take that syntax. So here if I will describe this table, so here you can see that in the roll number the key which is given, that is primary, and also here in null it is given as no, means there is no null values which is allowed. So here you can also write the syntax while creating, that is, so here I am creating another table. So now suppose if you don't want to write the constraint besides its data type, then after the all the columns are completed, after the column you have to write primary key and then in brackets you have to write the name of the column. So here I have written roll number in which I want to give a primary key. So now if I will describe this student 2 table, then here you can see that in the roll number you can see a key, that is primary key, which is given. Now if you have already created a table and then you want to insert a primary key, then with the help of the alter command also you can insert it. So here I have many tables in my database. So now suppose in the table called person I want to give a constraint that is primary key. So here first I have described the table, that in which column I want to give. So here for suppose in person ID I want to give the primary key. So with the help of the alter command I can give it, that is the syntax of it is alter table, the name of the table, add primary key, and after primary key in brackets you just have to write the name of the column. So I will write so this is how you write the syntax, that is alter table, the name of the table, add primary key and after that it's column. So if I will describe the table again, so here you can see that in the person ID it is given as primary key. So this is all about the primary key, that how we can use or insert them with the help of the create and the alter command. We will see how the primary key works in this video only, but first we will see how to insert or how to use the foreign key also. So first we will see the foreign key with the help of the create command. So let me give you a introduction that the foreign key basically works as a connector between the two tables, means it connects the two table with the help of a particular column which is given as a primary key. And you have to make sure that the name of the primary key, it is connected with the help of the columns which is given as the foreign key, and the name of the foreign key should be same as the primary key in the another table. So I will show you how to write it. So here I have created a table called student 3 and these are the columns. And now suppose I want to give a foreign key to roll number which will connect the table student 3 to the student 2 table. So here in student 2 table you can see that there are these types of columns, and here in roll number is given as the primary key. So if you want to connect these two tables, then the column name should be same and it should be having a primary key. So here roll number is having the primary key. So here I will connect it with the help of the foreign key. So here roll number will get a foreign key. So here after all the columns will be completed, I will write foreign key and the name of the column. Then from where it is getting the reference, that is reference from means references to which table, that is student table. Student 2, and for and to which column it is getting reference, that is from the roll number. So here we have written that create table, the name of the table, columns. After that, after all the columns get completed, foreign key to which the column you want to write, and then with the reference to which table it is getting connected. So it is giving us an error. So now if I will describe this table, so here you can see that in the roll number it is giving us as MUL, means a multiple key, means a foreign key. So here the foreign key is been given to this particular column. So this is how you insert the foreign key with the help of the create command. Now with the help of the alter command, if you have created a table and then you want to insert a foreign key, so here there are these tables, and now suppose for orders I want to insert a foreign key. So here in I want to connect this orders table to the persons table. So here the both are having the same column, that is person ID, and here in person ID it is given as the primary key. So here in orders I will give it as a foreign key. So the syntax of it is, so this is how you write the syntax of it. So now if I am describing the table again, so here you can see that in the person ID it is giving us as multi, means the foreign key has been allotted. So this is how you use the foreign key with the help of the create and the alter command. Now we have seen in the primary key there are two methods of giving the primary key with the help of the create command, but in the foreign key there is only one method, that is after writing the columns and after writing all the name of the columns, and besides that the whole procedure, that is foreign key, the name of the column, references to the table and its column. The another method is not used in the foreign key. So this is how the foreign key and the primary key is been allotted. So now we will see how the primary key and the foreign key works. So let me take the table that which are having the data in it. Suppose there are two tables, that is person and order. So let me see the data, that how many datas are there. So this is the data of these two tables. Now here in the primary in the persons table, the primary key is given to the person ID, and in the order table the foreign key is given to the person ID. So we can connect these two tables with the help of this column, that is person ID. Again, the primary key column and the foreign key column name should be same. So here the person ID and the person ID is same, right? You have to keep that name just the same. Now suppose I want the data that the first name and the order name, which when the person ID came same for both the table. So we have to write the query as the tables are different, but if we want the details in one query at the same time, then this foreign key is used. So here you can see that the data is given, and here if we say that the person ID and the person ID in the order table should be same, so here we will get the entry that for person ID 1 Ola and the its order number, and for person ID 3, so here the person ID 3 is Om and their order number is this two. So we'll get the data in such a way. So here we will write a query that select. Now what we have to select, that is the first name and the order number. Now from where? So we are taking this from two tables, that is from person and deposit. Sorry, the person and the order. So in between we have to put the comma. From persons, comma, order. Right? Now here the condition is the person ID should be same for both. Means here we will write where the person ID, we cannot write that person ID equals to person ID. We have to specify that for which table the person ID is taken. So we will write the persons dot person ID. So here the persons means the table and the person ID means its column. So if you want to write, then you have to write a dot between them, equals to orders dot person ID. Right? So here you can see that we are having the data that is Ola and its order number, and for Om its order number. So this is how you write the the data with the help of the foreign key. Right? Now here suppose we are having this same column. For suppose the first name is also given in the another table. So here you can't write that first name comma first name. You have to specify that from which table you are taking that. So this query you can also write in a way that the column we are taking from which table. Here the columns are different, so there is no error which is coming. But here we can also write as persons dot foreign person dot first name and orders dot order number. Means we are taking this first name from the persons table and the order number from the orders table. So this is how you can get the query, that here you can see that both the outputs are same. So this is how the foreign key works. Now how the foreign key works, so here suppose we are having this data and in person ID it is just the same. So now suppose I'm entering my data, that is so here the 4 number is already taken, right, in the person ID for the persons. So now here you can see the error is coming that the duplicate entry 4 in the key, that is persons dot primary. So it will give you an error in this way, and this is the only one property of primary key. Now suppose I am keeping it as empty. So suppose I am writing the first name as Raj. So here you can see that field person ID does not have any default value. Means there are the two properties, that is for not null and the unique, are satisfied with the primary key. So this is how the primary key and the foreign key works. Now I will put the document in the description box, so that in that document you will have the tables, so you can practice that how to create a table, how to insert the data in it till now which we have done, that is DDL and the DML command. So you can practice that, and from that tables only we are going to do all our queries in the upcoming videos. So it would be more beneficial to you if you do that queries with me, right? So you first create that table, and if you have any doubt in it, then you can write in the comment section. And in the next video we are also going to see the normalization rules. There are 4 normalization rules and the types of normalization. So in the next video we will see that. So thank you so much for watching this video. See you guys in the next video.